Hi everyone, my name is Adrienne Farrow. I am your Google BFF, a digital product specialist and a Google for Education certified trainer. And today I'm here to talk to you about 4 products you can create for Google Classroom. Things that will make teachers' lives just a little bit easier as they use different products on Google Classroom. So let's get started. All right, product number 1, which is probably the easiest one, something that's just really fun, is you can create Google Classroom headers. And so a teacher has the opportunity to customize their classroom by going up here to customize. They can actually upload a photo or they can select one that's here as well. If you create a set of photos that teachers can upload to create their own banners, that would be a bestseller, in my opinion, or something that would do really well for you. Or you could also, if you are let's say an ELA teacher, a high school ELA, that's your niche. You could create a classroom header as a freebie or as a giveaway or incentive lead magnet or something like that for your teachers. That would be just something fun, cool that they could use to personalize their classroom. So I will include the dimensions down below you can do for Google Classroom. Next, let's pop in here to classwork. So the next thing I'm going to suggest, a teacher can attach as an assignment. Now I know that's really, really broad, but I want you to think about your products and can students interact with them online? Now, we are often really concerned as teacher authors about copyright and taking our work and spreading it, which is a very valid concern. The reality is there's so many tools out there, AI tools, PDF reader tools, that even if we lock it down the best we can, it can be taken. And so instead, I'd love for us to reframe it as an accessibility thing. So Google Docs, I feel like, is one of the least used tools in the TPT space, but can be really powerful in Google Classroom, especially for high school and middle school students. So I'm just going to create a doc here. But if your product was a Google Doc that was was something that they could make a copy of. So a Google Doc that could be copied for students to use. And that could be, an essay prompt. That could be, let's say, summary questions. That could be, what else? What else could you do in here? Lots of different things. You could do, a video questions that they have to do while watching a video. You could do grammar activities. There's so many different things that could be copied for students to use. The other thing to consider is you can make Google Docs that could be collaborative. Because of the option over here to have students can edit the file, students could get on the same file and work together, or they could brainstorm together. So a thing that I love to do, and I've done this in a lot of Google PDs, is you have a table here and you have a name and you have whatever the question prompt is. And then you can actually they have these little chips, and where are they? Smart chips or drop down chips. So you can actually do voting chips and people can vote on what they like. So people can just keep clicking if they like that idea and it's something that they want to use. So maybe this is classroom, party, food ideas. And then students could get on this doc together. They could write their name here. So we could have Andrew, and he said pizza. And I know I'm not collaborating right now, but all the students could get on the Google Doc at the same time. They choose a row and write their name in it. Or if you need to ahead of time, the teacher could write their names in there. They write down their food choices and then they go through and vote. Think about a whole bunch of different like SEL activities that you could do. You could do some more classroom community activities like this, or just, there's the ideas are endless. But thinking about activities that can either be copied for student use or collaborative is really the key. Now, you can do that same thing with Google Slides. I just chose Google Docs here because I wanted to show some ways that Google Docs is often not used. But you could also do a slide deck. And we're pretty familiar, I feel like, with slide decks that are for students to use on their own. But slide decks that could be collaborative are great too. So maybe this is an about me, about our class slideshow. And then you have here a bunch of slides, and each slide has the student's name. So student one, and then you have student two, or maybe the students are charged with, just hitting the plus and then creating their own slide. But if you present the idea to the buyer, you have a slideshow set up that is pretty for about me, back to school activity. And then you give those explicit directions on how it can be used collaboratively. That is powerful. Oftentimes, teachers are just stuck and don't know what to do, and they just would like something easy that can just be put up. Back to the Google Doc idea, I want to just make a mention on essay prompts and summary questions. I think oftentimes we include some of those things in our products, and they're just either in the teacher directions or just a thought that the teacher's just going to copy it and then paste it wherever they would like it. What if you just took that a step further and made it easier for teachers and had a bunch of Google Docs that were ready for them, that had those essay prompts on there or had those summary questions on there? And then all they had to do was just upload it to Google Classrooms and then make a copy for each student. And then that essay prompt, you save them maybe 5 minutes from copying it and formatting it and getting it ready to go in there. So just an idea, something that could be easy for you to do. All right, so that was number 2. Number 3, we're going to save this as, discard draft. Yeah, I guess it was saved. Number 3, quiz assignments. This is one of the top things that I suggest to teachers and TPT sellers to include in their products. Add a self-correcting quiz. You can do exit tickets. You can do a summary assessment, a formative assessment, a check-in, an attendance form. What else? That you could do create something more crazy, like create your own adventure or escape rooms. I mean, the sky's the limit on what you can do. And if you format this quiz to be a quiz and you can collect those responses and have, default point value be what you'd like, you can really save teachers a ton of time because that information will be automatically included in their back end of Google Classroom so they can see the results easily, clearly, grade easy. It just saves teachers a ton of time. Final one is if we go here, let's go to this Economics 101. Now, this is, we're seeing what the assignment is. If we go here to student work, a teacher is able to provide feedback to their students in a couple different ways. So teachers can provide feedback through private comments. They can also do comments directly from within Google Classroom. And they can also do some highlight text to create new comments right here. And then they can create their own comment bank to reuse later. So, and they can even search for a saved comment. So what if you created comments to go with your product, or even a separate product that's just Google Classroom comments? Save the teachers time and energy by giving them some canned comments that they can easily import into Google Classroom, use with your product. Maybe it's specific to whatever you're teaching. Maybe you're teaching about grammar and it is specific to that grammar topic. Make it easy for your teachers by including something in there that they might realize, oh, I didn't realize I needed this, but this is fantastic. This will save me a ton of time. So, you can type in great job here, and then it's going to be right here. And then they can copy to clipboard, and then they can go right here and then just paste it in. And that's how they go ahead and do the comment. Or they can highlight the text, and then they can, I guess they would copy to clipboard, and then they would do it based off of there. The other thing that goes along with student feedback is you could put in an image here. So I'm going to search the web and I'm going to just do stickers. I'll just put that. Oh, I guess that's, well, we can do this little brain one and insert. What if you created some stickers for teachers to use with your product that say, great job, review later, look at this. What if you add some things that they could easily put into your product later on that just kind of zuzzes it up and gives them some great additional things that other products don't have? Okay, imagine it. What if there was a product that had all four of those in there? What if your next product was Google Classroom compatible and it had a Google Doc that could be put up for maybe students could, I'm just going to take an essay prompt. Maybe your Google Doc is a set of essay prompts, then a set of comments that the teachers could use with that essay prompt, maybe a self-reflection form for the student to fill out after they have done their essay so they could reflect back on the process. And then some stickers like this, the little guy that I showed you before, the little brain guy, maybe some stickers that they could use to put on that product to interact with their students as they go along. And then finally, a Google Classroom header that, is just a little freebie that you throw in there, or maybe they have to come and join your email list to grab that. So there's so many other things that we can do that are beyond just that assignment that we can put on there. Let's add some more value. Think about some things outside the box that we can give our teachers because they deserve it. All right, if you enjoyed this video, it means a lot to me if you'd like and subscribe to this video, to my channel so that you don't miss a future video. And if you haven't joined my Digitize with Google Masterclass, I highly suggest checking the link out down below. It will walk you through my process for digitizing products. And don't forget to go and check me out over on Instagram and Facebook. Join the Facebook group, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.